everybody out there, and welcome back here to another edition of the Brawl for All Pro Wrestling Show. I am Jeff Jaros, your host as always, and I am here with Jeff Crow this week. What's up?
What's going on?
Not much, man. On episode 33, and you know what that means.
33.
The hit from French Lick, Larry Bird.
Yep.
Had to call him out this episode on that one because we've been doing that lately.
Next week will be good, too.
Yeah, because 34, man, that's a lot of guys I was thinking.
Yeah, but, you know, the main man. Big.
34, the main man. I'm going to have to think.
Bo
Jackson was 34. Okay, Jeff, we're going to get right into it this week. We have a pretty short episode because we only have Raw and notes to go over. So we're going to get into Raw, man. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to roll.
All right, episode 33. Here we go, guys. Sorry about that little bit of feedback there at the beginning on Jeff. I got it fixed now, so here we go. Technical difficulties will happen when you're doing a podcast, so...
Oh, yeah.
All right, man. We started with none other than Seth Rollins coming out with J&J and Kane to show his true power. He gave Kane a vacation to Hawaii. He gave J&J a new car. They all got Apple Watches, and just to say, it was a terrible start.
Yeah.
I mean,
God, I figured something would happen, but...
Did you hear about this Raw being the lowest ratings of 2015?
Well, yeah, I imagine after people watch that first segment, they probably flip the channel.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even really have Rollins established as a main character, and he's out there shouting orders around and giving gifts. They're probably like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, you get Kane going to Hawaii and...
Yeah, so I thought that beginning segment was pretty bad, man. So, like, yeah, it probably turned off a lot of viewers, and it's not surprising they had the lowest ratings of 2015.
Yeah, like I said, it didn't start off good.
Kane gets a trip to Hawaii.
Hey.
Oh, my God. They had the hula dancers out there and stuff. Oh, man.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Take a little vacation.
He needs to, doesn't he?
Brock might come out and destroy him.
Needs to come back with the original mask. That'd be nice to have Brock come out and destroy him and put him out for a bit.
Yeah, that way he can't go to Hawaii.
Right. Next we had Big Show versus Ryback, which just was like right after this Rollins segment. You almost thought he was coming out to fight off Rollins and them, but it was actually a match with Ryback. So, did you get that too?
Yeah.
Like, we watched this one together, and yeah, it felt like Big Show was coming out to, like, you know, do some damage. But anyway, Ryback won by countout after Miz interfered, so I don't have much to say. They were keeping a storyline going for the three-way match at Battleground, which, to announce, we will hopefully be attending Battleground in St. Louis, and I was going to tell you right now that we definitely got to take the laptop and do a live show from their results show.
Yeah,
from
definitely.
If we do end up going, so I hope we do.
Yeah, we're going to go.
We're one way or another.
Hopefully Matt will be there.
Yeah, that'd be great if Matt was there and we can get backstage.
Yeah, I'll have to give him a holler. Maybe if he's listening to this.
Holla if you hear me, Matt.
Yeah.
We want backstage, and definitely let us in if you're going to interfere in any of the matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we had, I don't have any more to say about Ryback and Big Show and Miz.
Nah.
Ryback doesn't thrill me as a Intercontinental Champion, so.
Nah, he's just a big guy.
The big guy. All right, Paige versus Alicia Fox with the Bellas. Paige defeated Alicia, and it was a pretty damn good long Divas match, too. One of the better ones they've had in a while on TV.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought Alicia Fox was good, too. So.
Yeah, maybe they're finally giving the Divas a chance like they said they were going to.
Yeah, I don't know if she had an injury or what was up, if she was gone there for a while.
Yeah, she was out for a bit.
But she's back, and yeah, it was like you said, pretty damn good match for Divas to start off.
And she was in Brie mode with the Bellas.
Yeah.
I haven't heard if there's I haven't really looked at the matches if there's a Divas match yet for Battleground. I don't think there is.
Nah, I'm sure there will be, though.
Okay, the next segment, John Cena issued the open challenge. Owens came out acting like he accepted it, but bailed right after they introduced him in the ring for the match, like you thought the match was going to take place. But the whole time I had a feeling like this isn't going to happen. And he says he'll wait till Battleground when he jumped out of the ring, grabbed the mic, and said he's going to wait till Battleground. And then he announced that Cesaro will be the man to accept the challenge. It was a little longer than that, but I mean, Cena and Owens keep saying practically the same thing every week, so
yeah.
I mean, they could have a better back and forth feud other than the matches, but it hasn't been great other than the matches. The segments have been so-so, in my opinion.
Right. You knew he wasn't going to actually accept that.
Exactly.
It would have been a pointless match. It was.
Yeah, like, why would he do that right before Battleground? Like, only if it wasn't going to take place, I could see it. Cesaro and Cena had the match. Cesaro actually won by DQ DQ after Owens broke up a sharpshooter that he had Cena in, so it ended up getting Cena disqualified. He hit Cesaro and Cena both with a pop-up powerbomb and picked up the mic and claims that he will be champion Sunday. That was a nice little spot.
Yeah, it was, and it was actually a hell of a match.
That match was about 4-star match.
Yeah, I mean, Cena pulled out quite a few new moves I seen.
Yeah, that like one he did where he like did a face plant in between his legs. Like I couldn't remember, I don't remember even what to call it, but
right, like I don't know,
tilt the world. I don't know. It was crazy, but it was a nice.
He did a Styles Clash.
Yeah, he did that like flipping power bomb or whatever it was. That was pretty neat.
Like a reverse.
By the way, Cesaro, did you hear JR was claiming? Yeah, claiming that Cesaro is like one of the top workers in the business right now.
Yeah, so hopefully they're listening to him and start pushing him. He needs it.
Yeah, he said, I quote, one of the best talents in the entire business. Praise Cesaro.
So we've been saying all along they've been wasting him. So.
Yeah, did you see during this match that black screen popped up? Like he flipped off Cena and they censored it.
Yeah.
Maybe he's taking Stone Cold's advice and going out there and trying something.
He is.
Because I know Austin's a fan of him.
Yeah, so we'll see what comes of that, anything, if he gets punished anyway. Or
I don't think he will, but
I don't either.
They don't want guys flipping anybody off on the PG programming.
No, but, I mean, they replay it on the network or something. I don't know, eventually.
Exactly. So we can move on from that. I think it's going to be a good match at Battleground, but we got a couple weeks left. They were kind of phoning it in this Raw, we noticed.
Yeah, it'll be interesting what they do with Cena and Owens. Hopefully it ain't the same stuff leading up, but I got a feeling it kind of will be.
I do too. Moving on from that, we didn't know where he was cutting this promo from, but on the Titantron popped up, Bray Wyatt cut a promo on Roman Reigns. One of the things he talked about was his father not accepting him as his favorite child, and just ended up telling Roman he can run. This is another guy, I'm sick of noting down his promos because he says the same thing about every week. Great talker, but he needs some new material,
Yeah, I don't know if they scripted it too much or if he just, I don't know, he can't find, I don't know, he's like a way to use his talents. I mean, he can use so many different ways.
Yeah, and they would use him again by the end of the night and keep this feud going, so
right.
I guess they ended it on a high note. So.
Yeah.
We can move on from that because we will be talking here in a little bit about it. They showed the Rock video of the live appearance that he confronted Bo Dallas in that you could hardly hear the audio on from the YouTube clip.
Yeah, that's why I was listening to that. You couldn't hear anything.
So what's your thoughts on that? You see, I see Rock coming back for 32. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
Some form or fashion.
As long as he ain't filming no movie, I guarantee he'll be there.
Right. Before I forget, I want to give a plug to Chronochord Media and C-Dub out there who couldn't join us this week, but I'm sure he'll be getting on, soon. We are doing cross-promotion with them. We will post their link below for Chronochord Media, so go check them out, guys. I wanted to get that in there before we close the show out.
What's up, C-Dub?
Yeah, what's up, C-Dub? What's up, Steven, who wants to really get on here? I talked to him last night, but his job's not allowing it, so maybe one of these days he'll have a day off and he can get on. I would like to get Jason back on here, too. I haven't forgot about him, but the last few times I tried, he hasn't really acted like he wanted to get on, so I haven't been bugging him, but if you're listening, Jason, just hit me up, man. You want to get on.
Yep.
Going on from the Bray promo, the Lucha Dragons and PTPers took on the New Day and Bo Dallas. The Lucha Dragons and the Primetime Players, which I call the PTPers, I don't know. They won after Titus pinned Kofi. I can't remember exactly what. I think he did his move on him, but I'm not sure. But that was a pretty decent little 8-man there.
Yeah, he done, I forget what he finished him with, some kind of slam. I don't know what it was, I think.
Bo Dallas getting the rub from The Rock was nice, too, really.
Yeah.
Shows that they really are kind of taking interest in Bo a little bit, in my opinion. Unless they just wanted somebody for Rock to destroy.
Yeah, that could be the case too. But I don't know. They've had him on TV quite a bit. So
Job Dallas.
Job Dallas. Him and Adam Rose need to have a tag team.
Oh, Job and Rose. Oh boy. Oh, Hot Adam.
Yeah, Hot
we
Adam.
We must remember that we did see that his new name is Hot Adam.
Hot Adam.
Let's see if they run with that or not. I mean, come on. Was that a joke?
I don't know. We'll find out.
As I said, we're moving right along here on this one. Ziggler and Lana promo. This is kind of long. Dolph talked how things have changed. Lana talked how Rusev controlled her, and she is free now. Lana says they became more than just friends, which I thought was funny. Rusev comes out. He introduced Summer Rae. Remember, Summer Rae gave him the crutch last week. Rusev said he doesn't care and never has cared about Lana. He said she was like a toadfish, actually. I had a note. Dolph called Rusev a scumbag for trash talking his girlfriend. He's like, did that hurt me calling her my girlfriend? And taunted Rusev with the fact. He told Rusev to walk away before he does something to the other leg. Rusev dropped the crutches all pissed, and they had a little stare down, from a distance. Rusev backed out. Summer Rae said there's nothing more she hates than a gold digger, and says Rusev really cared about Lana, and says to tell everyone she's a two-faced, conniving phony. So, Summer Rae slapped Lana across the face. So Lana took Summer Rae down and the cat fight ensued. Lana fought her way out of the ring and they retreated. Rusev and Summer Rae did. So what'd you think of that whole segment?
It wasn't bad, really. It was pretty decent.
One of these days Rusev's going to throw those crutches down and be fine and whip his ass.
Right. That's the big setup, I think.
We mentioned that while we were watching it. I did think the comments were funny about her being a gold digger and a conniving two-faced phony and shit like that. Summer Rae did a pretty good job, really.
Yeah, she did.
But for the first time, Lana got physical, so...
Yeah, that was good to see.
We must just get the Ziggler news out of the way. There was a report that he had signed a multi-year deal with the WWE, but then he came back on an interview, and I have this wrote down. Do you have any note on this?
I don't have the note, but I heard about it.
Yeah, he came back claiming that was false, that he has not signed a deal with WWE, and it was actually on Chad Duke versus the World. He revealed he hadn't re-signed, and he wants to take his outside options in television and movies, perhaps, to make himself a bigger star and advance himself up in WWE in status. And he said if he can't find a happy medium between the two, then he may have to take a little bit of time off. That was a big news note.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really do see him taking a break.
Yeah, he probably needs to. He's had, some pretty intense matches over the past year.
Yeah, and he's really not moving up on the ladder. And he does need to, and if he did take some time off, got himself a nice niche in Hollywood, that might boost his status in WWE.
Well, that's a good break's always good.
Yeah, it worked for Batista. He isn't on the level of those guys like Batista and The Rock and stuff like that, though, so I don't see how... I don't know, we'll have to see what happens there if he does take a break.
Yeah.
I could always see him sign with TNA or GFW, maybe, but I don't think so.
I don't think he will. If he's smart, he'll stay where he's at.
We did hear the rumors, and like I said, there's no way he's going to go from the top brand to something that's not even going to exist, maybe.
Something that's not for sure to... you're going from something that's sure to something not sure.
Right. So I think we can move on from that. I hope to see him stick around, but you never know. Ambrose cut a backstage promo along with Roman Reigns. Reigns asked if Ambrose was ready. Ambrose asked if Reigns was ready and says he likes it when Reigns is angry and that he wants that guy with him as his partner because it's no DQ. Reigns talked about how he hated everyone and he hated Wyatt, but Ambrose says, let's tear this place apart and let's rage. Did he say let's rage or did Roman say let's rage?
Roman did.
Okay, yeah, Roman said let's rage. That was funny.
Yeah, let's rage.
What a nice little backstage segment. Made him look like they were tough. Let's rage. They stole Alex Riley's saying.
Yeah.
He was claiming rage or whatever, right?
Oh, yeah, he was.
So they just ganked it. Wow. I wonder what he thinks about that.
I don't know. I made it his nickname.
Let's rage.
Right. He's injured, so.
Alright. Well,
right,
yeah. They're like, we're going to give you this Let's Rage thing to somebody else while you're injured because we don't know if you're going to come back or not. Alright. I don't know about that. Neville versus Sheamus, Mr. Money in the Bank. Neville took a bad bump off the top, but I never did see that he was hurt or anything, so I'm glad to see that. Sheamus ended up hitting a bro kick for the win. Nothing major there. I didn't see Neville win in that match.
No.
With the bump he took, you could almost, that kind of made up for the loss there.
Right. Yeah, that was...
Couldn't have been good after that.
Pretty nasty.
It was close to hitting himself. He was close to landing on his head, really.
Yeah, that's said. If he wouldn't have got man, that would have been bad.
But the most uninteresting Mr. Money in the Bank ever, Sheamus.
Yeah, I still don't understand.
I'm already sick of him. You know.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what the plans are with this.
And that damn hair, he's got to trim that hair.
They gotta have something in store with him to give him that case. They got something.
You must
long term.
Did you not hear me? He's got to do something with that hair, dude.
Oh yeah. You cut it a little shorter, but it's still too long. I mean,
who's he look like?
Beaker. Beaker.
All the way, dude. When they had him on there, and he was like right next to head to head. I talked about this before. He looked just like him.
And put a little white scientist coat on him, chemist coat, and
oh boy,
little tie. He looked just like him.
Oh boy, Beaker, or whatever.
Cut it shorter. I mean,
what is it, Beaker? See, I never knew that guy's name. Like, I remember who.
Oh yeah, I remember.
He wasn't like one of the most well-known ones.
Yeah, he cracked me up.
Oh shit.
That's why I laugh at Sheamus.
Oh man, Sheamus cracks me up.
Can't take him serious with that.
Nah, I can't either. He's got to cut that hair down. J&J was shown in the back washing their new car. Oh boy. That's why I thought something was going to happen there. Next we had King Barrett coming out and says as the rightful king he wanted to make a royal decree and that for now on all his opponents will bow down to him in honor of the king. Boy, this gimmick's going nowhere.
No.
He's trying, but goddamn. Jack Swagger versus King Barrett. Barrett won with the bullhammer. He put his robe and crown on and stood over Swagger with the scepter held up. Swagger jobs. And yeah, we did hear that little note about Jack Swagger possibly wanting to take some time off.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening.
Something with Barrett. Get him some better, like, higher profile opponents.
I mean, geez, that's a horrible gimmick already.
I mean, go somewhere with it.
I'm putting him in the worst Kings category already.
Yeah.
And when the funny thing is, we were hopeful whenever he first had it, like this could be good, but
yeah,
just like we did with Bad News Barrett. But everything they do with freaking Barrett, they just end up screwing up or just changing. It's ridiculous.
I mean, King of the Ring, he was from England. I mean, it was fitting, and it would have seemed like it would have worked if they would have went in the right direction.
Should have put Queen Paige with him. Yeah, that would have been a great idea. Instead, they just...
Or even Emma. I mean, they had plans for Paige, and Emma's Australian, but she got an accent.
I didn't note it. Did they keep the R-Truth angle going at all? Or I didn't remember.
They didn't have it on there, I don't think.
I see that going on a little bit here.
Yeah.
I think he had a night off or something. I don't know. Maybe they just squashed it. Who knows?
I don't know. They may go somewhere with it.
Because he did say everybody's going to kiss his feet now. Maybe that'll be an angle with R-Truth. I'll make him kiss his feet.
Yeah.
Shit. Or bow to him, right? Bow to him.
Something.
Either way, I could see a kiss my foot match with the King.
Yeah, they haven't had one for a while.
No. Next was the tag team no DQ main event match, man. We got right through it. Rollins and Kane versus Ambrose and Reigns. J&J got involved. Reigns took control. The lights went out Wyatt style and turned back on, and Wyatt attacked Reigns and beat him down, slamming him down on the announce table, and he walked off. And then the Authority took advantage of the numbers situation, and they decimated Ambrose. Rollins hit a pedigree for the win on Ambrose. They all stood together in the ring, the Authority did. Reigns got a table and J&J helped set it up in the corner. He called for Kane and J&J to pick up Ambrose and, like Shield style for the powerbomb. Reigns got back in and tried to clean house. Kane caught Reigns with a choke slam. The Authority stood over Reigns, taunting him. Reigns tried fighting back again. They had Reigns with a lot of heart here, didn't they?
Yeah,
and then the Authority retreated and surrounded the ring. The Authority went on the attack on Reigns. Reigns tried to fight back, but the Authority outnumbered him again. And Kane choke slammed Reigns once again. They picked up Reigns for Rollins, and he turnbuckle powerbombed him right into that table, which was nice. Reigns tried to crawl up, actually, and Rollins got angry since he was trying to get back up, and he hit him with a pedigree. That wasn't it, though. After everybody walked off, Wyatt entered the ring, and when Reigns was laid out, he picked him up and hit Reigns with the Sister Abigail and said, "You'll never succeed, Roman, I won't let you." And it ended like that. I thought it was a cool ending.
I did too. I mean,
it wasn't the greatest Raw, but they ended it strong.
Yeah, without any big superstars at the end.
And did you notice how quick we got through that with cutting down on the talk segments? I mean, we've seen a lot more matches. Yeah, because the Cesaro and Cena and the Paige and Alicia Fox, was it? Those matches were quite lengthy.
They were lengthy and good. And
yeah, it kept our interest. Because we were sitting there, I did kind of fade off a little bit during the Ziggler segment, but then I kicked right back in and started watching. I don't know, that segment was boring to me, but other than that, I think it kept my interest. I was a bit tired watching it that night too, though, so
Yeah.
that doesn't help.
Yeah. The end of it was pretty good, though.
I thought they did have a strong ending, but it was the lowest rated Raw of 2015, so
Yeah.
they're going to have to
probably look who's advertised for them now, too. And
well, Brock's last week was pretty low rated.
yeah.
I can't remember.
That's what I'm saying. People are maybe looking to see who's advertised for the show, and if there's no big name, then they may not tune in as much.
Yeah, but they had Brock in 2 segments last week and didn't draw a good rating, so
Yeah, true.
I don't know about that. I think they need to step it up.
Yeah.
Having more good matches and less stupid segments like they did at the beginning would be great.
Yeah, especially you get some of the bigger stars in. I mean, they need to get some of them to at least wrestle every now and then on Raw.
Yeah, so note to everybody out there who listens, subscribe on YouTube and make sure to like us on Facebook if you're listening there. And give us some feedback on what you think of Raw lately and what you think they can do to improve ratings. And where's pro wrestling going from here, man? It's just all going down, it seems like.
Yeah, seemed like it was going up there.
Ever since WrestleMania, it's been bad, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it went up a little about 4 weeks ago, and then it just kind of...
It's really tapered off lately.
Yeah.
Just the interest factor is just not there. Although our last episode did get quite a few views, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I think the interest is there. I just think that Raws have gotten passe almost. Like, people don't think they need to watch them, especially if you got the network. All you need to do is watch the pay-per-view each month to know what's going on.
Exactly.
The Raws really don't matter much. I mean, I love reporting on them and watching them every week like we do, and we will continue to do that, but...
And you can get Hulu and watch it the next day, too.
Yeah, and also to note, the 2-hour version of Raw coming to USA, airing before the Tough Enough. And as far as Tough Enough goes, I don't have any real news because I haven't been able to watch it due to no cable.
I've watched it a little bit.
Are they airing that on the network or on USA?
No, it's on USA.
Okay, so it's hard for me to watch. What's going on there? How good is that?
It's actually not too bad. They got Hogan and
Paige.
Bryan and Paige is the judges up there.
Jericho's the host.
Yep, Jericho's the host.
Any good talents does it look like? Or
yeah, there's a couple I think are good. This dude Patrick, I think he's gonna be pretty damn good. I don't know if you know the one I'm talking about.
No, I don't. I did watch that first, the selection episode on the network.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a little weird how they went all the way to that extreme just to cut people that first show. Kind of turned me off right away.
Yeah, but it's starting to get good. They're showing stuff going on in the house, and then they'll go back to the live segment. But
I'm hoping that after it's aired, they put it on the network and I can watch it. But for right now, you're going to have to give me updates on what's going on there.
Yeah, the Patrick dude, he's the only black guy on there. But the dude guy who eliminated Alex,
yeah,
they got in an argument earlier in like the tapings part of the show.
Yeah.
How the Alex dude that got cut was claiming that you didn't need it. Like, well, he got up there and they asked him about some history. He didn't know anything, and Patrick was like, you seriously want to do this and you don't know anything about, the history of wrestling?
There's been guys, though, that don't know any history.
Right. He was saying, it don't matter if you know anything about it as long as you can get in there and do it.
And you have a passion for it.
Yeah. But Patrick's like, well, you think if you had that passion, you'd want to know, more about the history, how the businesses went.
Right. You think you'd be studying up on it a little bit.
Right.
Hell, man. Yeah, but there's been guys that, I'm not naming any names, but that weren't even fans of the business and got into it and had pretty successful careers.
Yeah, and then he said something in the taping part. It was like, I forget exactly what it was. It was like, he said nothing means nothing, or knowledge means nothing is what he said.
Yeah.
And they were like,
knowledge means a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are guys that have made it without.
He just meant he said it is like a knowledge, just not really just the history, just basic knowledge is what he said.
Yeah, you do have to have basic knowledge.
Yeah, of anything. He was just...
Yeah, knowledge, I mean, you gotta learn.
Like an oxymoron the way he said it in the sentence. You have to listen to
I'll have to try to pull an episode up or something. I don't know where I could find it.
I think they may show them on the network. I'm not sure if they do yet or not.
Alright, we could always screen share it one of these nights on Skype. Okay, here's other notes I have. Kurt Angle out 3 to 4 months in TNA due to a neck tumor. He's known about it for a while. It will require surgery, though, so he'll be out 3 to 4. That's not good news for TNA.
No, if he's knew about it for a while, then that could have been something that kept him from WWE.
Well, I'm pretty sure that I heard about him having this on Austin's podcast, maybe, or Jericho's. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, they definitely wouldn't want to sign him then. I mean,
James Storm, the Cowboy, he left TNA. He actually requested and was given his release, and his final bout was this last Sunday against Magnus. And speaking of Magnus, him and Low Key are also done, and reportedly Austin Aries leaving TNA as well. Did you hear about all this? And Magnus signed with GFW less than 24 hours after wrestling that main event match against, who did I say?
He fought
James Storm, and then he was expected to be wrapping up with TNA afterwards, but it was a shock, you know. He was supposed to wrap up when his contract expired, and it was a big surprise that he signed with GFW. So Magnus making the move.
I can see a lot of them jumping ship to something that.
But what I think, could it be an inside job because Jeff Jarrett became the King of the Mountain, first ever King of the Mountain champion at Slammiversary.
Right. So it's basically just them taking over their contracts, really.
Right. Did you see the blueprint Matt Morgan took on Bram at Slammiversary? He's back.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Matt Morgan's back with TNA.
I still thought he should have went to WWE.
He could have been a vital asset, really, in my opinion. I don't know why they've never given him another shot.
Yeah, I mean, that last gimmick was stupid. And he got in real good shape. And
did you see that Eric Young told fans that didn't like Slammiversary to go fuck themselves?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he said that on Twitter, I'm pretty sure. So I had to note that down.
Well, he's straight up TNA.
Right.
Floods.
Oh, how about Bully Ray returning to TNA on the tapings and as the new authority figure, nonetheless. Dixie Carter actually made a return on air as a babyface this time, feeling remorseful for everything she's done. And I seen Hernandez returning to TNA as well. He's with the Beatdown Clique, or Beatdown Clan, or whatever they're called, that Joe was in. So much transitions, people going in and out of TNA, it's just crazy.
I'm just disappointed in Bully Ray.
Yeah, I just don't think WWE wanted him in the capacity that he wanted to work, and I guess he just is like, well, I don't know, as an authority figure, though, so really not an in-ring worker. Let's see what happens there, though.
I think they were wanting more of his tag team, maybe, and he didn't want to, maybe, or maybe it was opposite, maybe.
He wanted, yeah.
Well,
we had that thing about him talking, you know, to Harper and Rowan, so.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, and
something fell through.
No, for Rowan, did you know he's injured? And it was worse than previously thought. He tore his bicep. 4 months without surgery and through 2015 if he gets the surgery. So not good news there with Eric Rowan.
No.
Could be out.
Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff bicep.
Yeah, he could be out for the rest of the year possibly if he has to undergo surgery. So
that sucks.
Yeah, it does. Angle versus EC3 Wednesday, July 1st on Impact. But you know, I already read the spoilers, and EC3 wins the TNA title.
Ooh.
Also, Wolves are going to win the tag titles that night.
Yay.
So, EC3 going to be world champion for TNA. And speaking of world champion, did you know that PWI Pro Wrestling Illustrated no longer recognizes the TNA title?
Really?
Yeah, they are no longer recognizing it as a world title.
Oh, wow.
I think that's funny. I'll have to look more into that and get some more news, but if I wonder if they're not recognizing the world title or just don't want to recognize the TNA title, period.
I don't know. TNA probably because it's meaningless, basically.
I think that's most of the TNA news that I've gotten right now. I might hit something else here. Tyson Kidd underwent successful surgery, out likely 14 months. Same surgery as Edge and Austin went, and that, like we've been reporting, it was worse than they thought. So he did undergo surgery and out 14 months. So I wish him good luck.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures of the scar and the staples on the back of his neck.
Somebody else I wish good luck to is the living legend himself, Bruno Sammartino. He's been in the hospital for over a month and recently underwent back surgery as well. So I hope he gets well soon and gets out of there on his feet.
Yeah,
living legend.
I bet he will.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Did you see Kane threaten to choke slam D-Wade if he left Miami? Which I don't see it happening, but
yeah,
he must be a big Miami Heat fan, huh?
I guess. But D-Wade made. I don't know. They got some salary cap issues they're going to have to work out.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to see if he leaves or not and see if Kane follows through with that.
There's a few things going on. Probably still going on right now.
Yep. Shawn Michaels said he was offered a major role at WrestleMania 32 and turned it down, claiming he's had enough of pro wrestling and he thinks he's accomplished everything in WWE that he needed to, and that's the reason why he didn't do it. He said this on to JR, I think.
I wonder if
it was some interview. It may not. Don't quote me on the JR thing, but he did say this.
Could have been with Sting, Icon versus Icon.
Yeah, well, that's his last appearance was kicking Sting, so maybe that was the major role. He didn't reveal actually what it was.
And he probably wouldn't want a job to Sting, and Sting's not going to lose another WrestleMania if he appears.
Oh, I forgot to note, Jamie Noble did make appearance on Raw. He was there with broken ribs and all.
I read something where...
He wasn't in good enough health, though, to appear on the weekend live events that they had, but he did appear on Raw.
I didn't see what it was, but apparently he called out Jose Aldo on something. I don't know.
Jose. Is it Jose or Jose?
Jose. Well, McGregor calls him Jose because he hates Jose. It's Jose.
Okay. So that was funny.
Jose.
Yeah.
I don't know what he said about him. I have to check it out.
Okay. Hogan. You know, he asked to use his real name in court. The judge ruled in that case about the Gawker for $100 million or whatever the hell. He also will be allowed to cover that nice bald head of his with a bandana in court.
Yeah.
So good.
Everybody knows who it is.
So I'm glad there, Hogan, that you got to cover up that head of yours. He hates when that bandana comes off.
Oh yeah, he just wants everybody to know it's Hogan.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't want that bozo cut showing either, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a bad bozo cut too.
Are those extensions or what that he wears?
Man, or Cookie, his hair kind of like Cookie hair.
Cookie. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Mickie James said in an interview it'd be amazing for a return to WWE. I'd like to see it.
It'd be awesome to get her back.
Yeah, she recently had that kid with Magnus. They're married, I'm guessing. No, I think they just had a kid. I don't know if they're married or not.
But yeah, it'd be nice to see her back in WWE.
Yeah, she said it'd be amazing to return. So I'd like to see that as well. Did you know that Nikki became the second longest reigning Divas champ?
Yeah.
And at 295 days, she will tie AJ Lee on September 14th, 1 week before Night of Champions, if she reigns that long. So she's getting close, man. September. You there?
Yeah, I got sidetracked. I read what Noble said.
Okay, go ahead. What do you say?
Well, apparently, it looks like Aldo's pulled out of the fight.
Yeah.
I'm not positive on this, but Jamie Noble tweeted, broke ribs or broke ribs. My job is wrestling. I'll wrestle. If it's coal mining, I'll go inside. If it's UFC, I'd show up.
Aldo did pull out of the fight.
Yeah, so that's... McGregor was already claiming he probably would.
I told you that the other night that I'm sick of those guys pulling out like right before the fight.
Yeah, because first it was broken, then we heard it was bruised, then he was possibly still in it, and then...
Well, that's funny that old Noble called him out.
Yeah. McGregor's going to face Chad Mendez now, which he claimed in an interview. Well, I'm going to be there, so if Jose ain't there, I'll beat up Manny Mendez too.
Oh, geez.
Which he probably is going to destroy him.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there.
McGregor really believes he's the best. And
McGregor's pretty good in UFC.
Oh, dude. Plus, he's got the personality, too.
Yep. Did you see when Cena competes at Battleground as champion, he will break his previous longest reign as U.S. champ at 114 days. It'll make it the most successful run of all 4 of his U.S. title reigns.
Wow.
That's interesting, I thought.
Yeah.
So he's had 4 title reigns.
Drop it.
Yeah, I don't see him winning it, but we'll get there whenever we get to the
predictions.
Yeah, when we get to the prediction show, we will definitely talk about that.
Yeah.
Matt Doink the Clown Osborne's family. Matt Osborne. He's the late Matt Osborne. He passed away. His family sued WWE, saying that a brain injury led to his death. How WWE is responsible for Doink the Clown getting a brain injury? I mean, it wasn't even that crazy back then.
No, he was a clown. I mean,
yeah.
A few power bombs off the stage, maybe.
I don't know, man.
There's many professions you can get into and get a brain injury, and
right.
You can't go suing the company.
I don't think he ever took any real hard bumps like that, so
No.
not as Doink. That was a pretty tame era.
Yeah, who knows? It could have happened afterwards somehow.
Well, he competed in ECW for a while after that, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look right there.
They called him Maniac Matt Bourne before he came in as Doink, so he was known to be a ruthless competitor, so.
Yeah, so that just, yeah.
To single out WWE saying it, I don't think's right.
Because they got the money, that's what it's about.
Right. Did you see Rey Mysterio signed a deal to become a movie ambassador in Mexico?
Wow.
So some movie company signed him to be an ambassador for the company. And also him and Alberto Del Rio are taking on the Young Bucks, and I think it's called Northeast Wrestling. Anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but they do have a tag match coming up. I can't remember the exact date. I think it's August 1st.
That'll be good.
So him and Alberto El Patron Del Rio.
I'm wondering if El Patron's going to go try it in the UFC.
I don't know.
Because Bobby Lashley alluded to there's a couple guys, and he's already fought in Pride.
Right.
I think it was Pride or it was something like where he got knocked out by Crocock.
I think you should give it a chance.
Yeah, if you guys stepped in there with Crocock, I mean, hell.
Right. Did you see that NXT's Bayley has a broken hand?
Yes.
She didn't work this weekend's live event, so I don't know her status right now, but she does have a broken hand. I'm sure it ain't going to keep her out that long. She could work with it.
She can't throw the hands that maybe is...
Yeah. Did you see WWE 2K16 is going to feature over 120 unique superstar models of divas, legends, superstars? 120 models, though, compared to, like, I don't know, 67 or something last year.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's going to be a cool game, though, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to probably check that out for sure. The new Batista movie, LA Slasher, opened last Friday on the 26th. I guess it's some kind of reality show slasher movie. I can't remember all about what it was. So Batista's back in the movie deal.
I heard he was in the movie deal, but I didn't know anything about that.
Yep, it's called LA Slasher. I'm sure it'll be a limited release, but
I'll have to check it out.
I don't know if I noted this last week. I thought I did, but Matt Hardy and Rebby Sky had their first child. I think we may have mentioned that, but congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Did you see Nicole Bass? You remember big old Nicole Bass?
Oh, yeah.
She got arrested for shoplifting of more than $1,400 at a Stop and Shop in Queens. So.
I read something about former WWE diva caught selling food.
It was Nicole Bass.
She had that much. How'd she get that much food?
I don't know, man. I really didn't look much into the details.
I just picked like all the highest dollar shit they had.
Like $1,400, I think I seen it was. I may be wrong, but I think that's what it was.
Well, I mean, if you're at a big supermarket and they got a lot of specialty stuff, you can rack up some dough real quick.
Right. Did you see Jimmy Uso is going to remain on commentary for the foreseeable future, it looks like, while Jay recovers from the surgery on both of his shoulders? So I don't think they're going to put him in there in any kind of role like C-Dub kind of claimed that he wanted them to. I would have liked to seen a solo run from him, but I guess they're going to keep him on commentary on Main Event and other shows, which I did report he was doing here in the last few weeks. A few more notes. The coach, Jonathan Coachman's trying to get ESPN to get involved with SummerSlam this year, which I didn't really read in on it, but that'd be cool if they could get.
I have a note about that too.
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
Oh, it was basically the same thing. He said he just tweeted out about that. He wants to get ESPN involved in SummerSlam.
Yeah, I don't see any problem with it. Get them in there. I think it'd be a cool relationship. It'd make WWE more legit.
They've done a lot more coverage of the last year or two, half a year.
Make them seem more legit if they were getting covered on the sports channel.
And Brock on there, and then they had Roman Reigns on there.
Yeah, that was cool, man.
Yeah, they've had quite a few wrestlers on there.
Right. Did you see that Stardust reportedly returns next week?
Yeah.
So I'm glad.
In Illinois.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Cody getting back in there. I wish he'd come back as Cody Rhodes, though. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if he dumps the Stardust gimmick.
Hopefully.
Unless Dusty really loved it, maybe he might keep it going.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah.
I'd like to see them both come back as just the Rhodes brothers in honor of their dad, really.
Yeah.
Let's give Cody a push in honor of the old man, why don't you? I mean, we've been saying that he needs some kind of a push.
Yeah, he does.
He's a really good wrestler, you know. So
His alter ego he turned into every once in a while, but then that almost seemed like too much like Finn Balor.
yeah, they can't really do that unless they do him and Finn Balor in a feud. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That would work. Rolling Stone named Kevin Owens the best wrestler of the half year. So for half of the year, he is the best wrestler according to Rolling Stone. I'd have to probably say that's correct.
Yeah.
I don't know. John Cena's been having hell of matches though, so
Yeah. Cena has.
I'd put him right in there.
Yeah,
I can't
Cena.
say that Owens can go over Cena now that I think about it.
Cena, Brock's are Brock's. They're just brute strength.
Speaking of,
really wrestling, he could have wrestled, but there's no point.
before I forget, Cena named a finalist for Sports Humanitarian of the Year award.
That's cool.
So that'd be great if he'd be able to pick that up for WWE, especially.
Oh, yeah. He does a lot of stuff, that's for sure.
And the last note that I have for episode 33, Saturday, WWE Beast in the East event at 5:30 a.m. Eastern time. So that's, 4:30 our time?
Yep.
Live from Tokyo, Japan. We will be reporting on this next week on the show. We will be doing the results. Actually, I don't think they have an official match lineup card for us to do predictions on. I think they're all rumored. Or am
I did see a note about Heyman's not going to be there with Lesnar.
Yeah, I didn't really see necessary to do some kind of prediction
And according to that, Brock's taking on Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, I mean, it's like almost a live event going to be aired.
Right.
So, being not a real pay-per-view, you know, I think it's going to be great, and I did want to note that it's going to be an awesome event, and I will be checking it out. I'll probably be coming over to your house Saturday night to check that out after work.
That's actually a good opponent for Kofi.
Yeah, I mean
for Brock, because Kofi's kind of high-flying, like...
he'll be able to pull out a lot of good stuff and get ready for Rollins.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff Rollins does.
I think that you may be onto something there. He's taking him on because he's a lot like Rollins.
Yeah, they're real similar.
Keeping him the same style of wrestler.
Yeah.
See how he does. That'll be so interesting to see, man.
Yeah.
First time he's been back since he, defended that title, lost the title to Angle over there.
Japanese, they love him.
He had the IWGP, I think, and dropped it to Angle.
Yeah, they're gonna, right, yeah.
Oh, man, it's gonna be great. Brockzilla.
He'll be like a king over there.
Brockzilla.
Yeah, Brockzilla.
Well, Jeff, you got any more notes?
I do not think so. I think you covered them all.
Yeah, I had quite a bit there.
Oh, I did have one. Triple H tweeted something about big plans for SummerSlam. So
yeah, and I said something. And I said something about SummerSlam. Oh yeah, ESPN getting involved, so that might be what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. This was posted after that, so I'm not sure.
Maybe a little NXT action going on at SummerSlam. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Why not? I think they should have some, co-events instead of just having live specials all the time.
It'd be like having an undercard.
Yeah, they should do some kind of... They could do, like, an event the night before SummerSlam, like a lead-in special.
Yeah.
With NXT.
It's like prelims for a UFC fight.
And, man, they need to air the WrestleMania weekend one now that I'm on it.
Yeah.
Why not have that part of the WrestleMania weekend? We can watch that Saturday and then Sunday watch Mania. Man, that could be like their WrestleMania. Okay, what else you got?
Now, I'm trying to think of it. You had me thinking. What was I? Oh, hell, I'll remember it later.
Alright. Yeah, well, I don't have any more notes there, so if you have no more, Jeff, I think we're going to wrap it up here for episode 33. We don't have as much info this week, with nothing really going on, so...
No.
I do look forward to Beast in the East.
Yeah, I'm pumped about that, actually.
Yeah, so as I said earlier, anybody on YouTube who finds us, subscribe, and also go and like our Facebook page as well. Just search the Brawl for All Pro Wrestling Show on either website. And ladies and gentlemen, that does it for episode 33. Tune in next week. Episode 34, we'll go over the Beast in the East special, Raw, and more news that we come across from here till the next episode. I want to thank everybody for listening. I'm going to say peace out. Jeff, till next time, man.
Yep, and I did remember it. It's on the network. You watch it. On your new originals. It's right under there somewhere. But it's Triple H and Sting sitting with Renee Young talking about the Monday Night Wars.
Oh, definitely,
Night Wars
guys.
DVDs
Definitely need to check that out.
preview. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, it's his DVD preview too,
Yeah,
but it's like a little interview with the both of them.
it's for there's a Monday Night Wars Volume 1 and there's gonna be 2.
Okay, it's that one special with Renee Young.
Yeah, so
yeah,
it's-
Unfiltered or something.
Yeah, they're kind of sitting there talking about it.
I can't remember the exact name of it. I think it may be.
Yeah, basically talking about the business and everything.
Well, that's really cool, man. If I come over for the Beast in the East thing, probably Sunday,
Yeah,
we'll watch both of them, man.
yeah.
For sure. But yeah, as I said, man, till episode 34, peace out, dude. Thanks for getting on, as always. And thanks everybody out there for listening. Give us some feedback.
Yeah.
Shout out to C-Dub, Steven, and Jason, as always.
Yep, great to be on again, and hopefully we'll see them soon, hear them soon.
Right on. All right, man.
Peace out.
Peace out, everybody. Thanks for listening.